later on, and he's going to talk a little bit about the different lamps and that sort of thing. When I talk about technology driven, we're talking about there's more to that lamp. It's more than a 60. You know, when you screw in a 60-watt light bulb, it's a 60-watt light bulb, right? All right. But you know, did you know that that light bulb puts out a certain color? Okay. It has a CRI, color rendering index. In other words, what does it look like in comparison to sunlight? So there's a lot of things about that we just take for granted because we've always just done that. Now we have to become more educated when we go to select what product it is we put in, because that product has more different specifications. I can get the color for a CFL. Anybody have CFLs in their house? Compact fluorescent lamps? Anybody? All right. If you got compact fluorescent lamps in your house, did you know that you can get one that's the same color as an incandescent? You can get one that's the same color as the sun, and in between. All right. So there's a difference in that. All right. So that you can get those. All right. So there's different specifications, and they all use the same wattage in comparison to that 100 watt that we talked about. So they're technology driven. They're contractor neutral. They don't care which contractor puts it in as long as they participate in our program. Okay, and we get the contractors that actually participate in our program. They're vendor neutral. They don't care if it's a GE or if it's a Siemens lamp. They don't care. All right, as long as it meets the specifications that we talked about when we start talking about up here, start talking about technology. And then they provide some M&V, measurement verification, for the processes where it is required. Now that's where you've got a variable speed drive or something of that nature, and they actually go in and actually check that.